A state lawmaker from the Lehigh Valley announcing new legislation that would require carbon monoxide detectors in child care facilities. It just passed in the State House.
It's been a few years since more than 30 kids and adults were rushed to the emergency room following a CO leak at an Allentown daycare, and today there's still no law mandating the alarms. 69 News reporter Rose Itzkovitz joins us in the studio with more.
Well, guys, State Rep Jeanne McNeill says this is her third time introducing this bill. She actually introduced it once before the incident that happened in Allentown in 2022, but then after that happened, she tried it again. She says she can't believe CO detectors aren't already required in daycares across the Commonwealth.
I was so devastated that if they had passed this law, it would not have happened.
State Rep Jeanne McNeill says she'll never forget the day it happened here in Allentown.
Seeing all those children on those stretchers, the 3- and 4-year-olds, it was so upsetting.
In October of 2022, 28 children and 4 adults were rushed to the hospital amid a carbon monoxide leak inside Happy Smiles Learning Center on Allentown's south side.
I kept thinking of the parents and the family members of these children.
Officials say a faulty heater and block ventilation system caused the leak, and the daycare didn't have any CO detectors. To this day, there's no state law requiring the alarms inside daycares. And while Allentown itself had just passed a statute, the deadline to get the alarms was still a couple weeks away when this happened.
I was truly surprised that it was not a law.
McNeill, a Democratic lawmaker serving a part of the Lehigh Valley, says her legislation would change that. And it just passed the State House. House Bill 156 would require statewide a CO detector within 15 feet of any fossil fuel burning heating element in child care facilities. And it'll be enforced by Human Services, which McNeill insists won't be difficult.
I managed to buy it at Home Depot, like 2 for $100, and they have a 10-year battery. So it isn't a huge amount of money when it comes to saving children and staff's lives.
Carbon monoxide is odorless and colorless, and according to the CDC, each year more than 400 Americans die from unintentional CO poisoning, not linked to fires. And each year, it causes more than 100,000 emergency room visits. So now that this is passed in the House, it still has to go through the Senate, and there's no timeline on when the Senate may vote. But McNeill says the bill did receive more bipartisan support in the House this time around than the last time she introduced it. And if it does pass the Senate or go to the Senate, she's confident Governor Shapiro will sign it into law after that. And if all that happens, the law would go into effect 90 days later. Rick and Wendy.